Hello friends of Facebook, this is Blue Avalon again coming to you with another video for the hashtag series 13 Nights of Samhain. Today I will be showing you my altar, as well as I'm going to be combining this video with what would have been tomorrow's video explaining to you the spirits that I work with. I do want to add a little side note that we are down in the basement. This is kind of where I do most of my workings. It's where I spend most of my time. It is my designated space. So there are also there's fish tanks down here. So my boyfriend has some very large fish tanks with some very big fish. So the filtration system is a little bit loud. So I do apologize for any background noise, especially once we get into the side room, because first I'm going to be showing you my main altar out here in my main living area, the one that I dedicate to the spirits that I work with. And then I'm going to take you into the side room, or my witchy room as we like to call it here at home, where I have my working altar. And then I'm pretty much just going to show you my entire room, because I do tend to do a lot of my workings in that room. I do a lot of meditations, a lot of divination, just pretty much everything in that room on the floor. So sometimes I tend to leave things out scattered all over the floor. So it is like a very large altar that I pretty much just do my stuff on. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so this is the altar that I have in my main living space at the moment. This is the one that I kind of will give offerings to, the one that I pretty much decorate for the season or whatever is going on. Of course, what would it be without a Harry Potter picture? So that is actually my boyfriend's, but I stole it because why not? It goes with the theme, duh. So anyways, let me kind of explain a little bit that I've got going on over here. I do have bones. These bones were given to me by a young lady that I worked with. She works at a wildlife reserve, and I guess while she was walking her dog, she came across some of these bones. Sorry, I'm pretty positive that they are deer bones. So she gifted them to me because I love bones. Let's see, I'm sorry about any glare or anything. I kind of have my candles going at the moment. So right here I have some liquor, some chocolate. I have pennies for the deity in which I am, or the spirit in which I am dedicating this altar to. You can see back here the symbol for him. It is Papa Legba. And so if you don't know anything, or if you don't know about Papa Legba, he is a central figure in West Africa, voodoo, in African spirituality. He is also worshipped in the Caribbean as well as New Orleans. My ancestors come from the Yoruba tribes, which tend to resonate in Benin and Togo, as well as Nigeria. Papa Legba, he is the mediator between the human and spirit realms, pretty much. He is responsible for deciding what or who passes through and is able to speak to the other deities, so on and so forth. He basically allows for communication between human and the spirit worlds. So this altar is pretty much dedicated to him. I do have some other things, of course, on here as well, and I will get into that here in one moment. All right, so I'm going to look a little bit into everything. So I have one of my favorite crystals in here. That is a citrine crystal. Citrine is known for abundance, prosperity, and success, optimism, inspiration, support, clarity, healing, spiritual growth, and cleansing, especially cleansing the aura. So she is one of my favorite ladies. I am obsessed with her. I've always felt very drawn towards her, and she is one of my go-to gals. So I love her. So she had to be out. And, you know, she goes with the theme too. She goes with the theme, the color scheme, and all that fun jazz. I also have this little guy right here, this little fox. I am in love with him. Foxes kind of represent, they help with discernment as well as the ability to see through any sticky situation which you might be going through. This little guy right here, this is my favorite guy. So turtles in general represent protection, insights into wisdom, peace, determination, and they also teach you that it is okay to go at your own pace. So this little guy right here has a great story to him. I'm not sure where I got him from. He just kind of appeared one day. I have an ex-boyfriend that hated him for Lord knows what reason. And he did roofing. So one day I thought it'd be really, really funny to stick him in his pocket. Just to kind of freak him out because he was weirdly terrified of him. I think he's amazing. But later that day, nothing was said. I was like, okay, whatever. Long story. Eventually, I forgot about him. I completely forgot that the whole thing happened. And then maybe 2 weeks later, I found him in the middle of my bedroom floor. So I was like, oh my gosh, there you are. Let me take you up, pick you up, put you somewhere safe. And so I put him on the nightstand next to the bed. My boyfriend then came home and was like, hey, where did you get that? Did you go get another one? And I was like, no, I don't even know where I got him from. He was like, I found him in my pocket and I threw him in the woods. So he is like a little Ouija turtle. He goes on journeys all the time. He always manages to find his way back to me though. So I love him. He's fam. What can I say? Let's see, what else do I have here? I have a ton of blue jay feathers. I love feathers. So I always find feathers out in the front yard and I bring them in whenever I can. We do feed birds, so we kind of got feathers everywhere, but the blue jay ones are really, really special to me. They represent good luck, prosperity, change, patience, trust, as well as healing as well. So I just said as well twice, so just sorry about that. Bear with me. I also have a ton of pine cones kind of scattered around. 'Tis the season for pine cones, I feel, so why not bring some in? The pine cones are also great for spiritual enlightenment, eternal life, luck, health, and prosperity. So yes, so this is, like I said, that little working altar, not working altar, I'm sorry, the more decorative altar. Got some black tourmaline here for protection too. Love this guy. Oh, you know what? I wanted to share this with you. This was a card that I drew earlier. I felt that it went really well with everything kind of, not just that I'm going through, but just the theme in general. So this is from the Samhain collection of Seasons of the Witch. Great collection. Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards as well. You can't really see, but maybe there a little bit. All of the cards have that beautiful foil edging. Freaking stunning. And we're back. I am holding my phone right now, so if it is a bit wobbly, I do apologize. Just bear with me. So I am going to read to you the meaning of the Banshee card really quick that I pulled earlier. In a reading, the Banshee's cry means death, but this is not a physical one. It is a symbolic one. You are facing an ending. However, this will not be an easy one, and you will mourn the loss. This ending is long overdue, and the powers that be can no longer wait for you to let go. The choice to end your situation may no longer be your choice. You've rejected change, but you can't avoid it. You're holding on to something that no longer benefits you. Perhaps a job that you hate, a relationship that drains you, a place where you do not feel safe. Know that it is your time to let go. It is time to let go. It's important to remember that every ending also brings a new beginning. Moving on makes space for the new energy to come into our lives. Don't get caught in the mourning process for longer than is necessary. It can be easy to mourn the loss, but this prevents you from seeing the doors that open up for you. I really loved that meaning, especially just right now. I mean, as I think I mentioned yesterday, Samhain, I declutter, I make space for new. It is clearly a time for death. And with death comes new beginnings. So I thought that it was a very fitting card. All right, so here we go. This is my working space. It works pretty much as a very large altar space because, as I mentioned, this is where I do all of my workings. So this is the very large, very loud fish tank that I was talking about. Please forgive all the background noise that it makes. These guys share my space and they keep me occupied while I'm down here. They are very handsome and very large. So this is pork and beans. They are Oscars. I almost forgot what they were called. Then you got this guy. He's like a blue Argentina something. I don't know. Yeah, he's very, very, very pretty. His name is Eddie. Definitely the Eddie from Stranger Things. So there's that. But anyways, let me bring you over here. Oh, and then we got these guys too. Aren't they cute? But this is my working altar. It's very little. It is actually just on one of those little fireplaces, but we didn't have any use for it. So I was like, hey, I will make it an altar. Obviously, I have something going right now. I do use tarot cards in a lot of my spell work just to kind of help to bring in that energy. Obviously, some of my candles have gone out. That is perfectly fine. But I did turn these over, you know, just to kind of protect the energy in which I am working. So this is where I put a lot of my stuff after I'm done doing the actual working right there on the floor. So hence why I have most of my books down here on the bottom so that they are easy to grab. I've got books everywhere, like they are everywhere. So there's that. I have a lot of my tarot decks kind of scattered throughout the area, as well as crystals. Obviously more turtles. I don't know where the turtle theme came into play, but it just kind of made its way into my life. Just kind of did its thing, which is totally fine. So these are my kitties. Not the ones that I currently have. These guys all passed away, unfortunately. I do have two of them. This is her name was Shiloh, and then that is him, Tigger. He was my man. I loved that cat. He was definitely my soulmate. If you could ever have a cat soulmate, he was it. But let's see, I got more cards. These decks, oh my gosh, where did it go? The other one's on the floor right now. I do apologize. So I'll show you it here in a minute. It's actually a good thing that it's open. That way I can actually show you how beautiful these decks are. But these Seasons of the Witch decks, as I mentioned earlier, they are just absolutely stunning. So I was looking for a card earlier, hence why this guy's on the floor, and I forgot to pick it up before starting the video. So there's that. But these cards are they're just absolutely stunning. This one is the Beltane deck. It is one of my favorites simply because of the bees. Yes, I am a fan of bees. I love bees. They're just brilliant. They are brilliant creatures. And the artwork in this is just super cool. I just really, really, really like it. But yeah, ignore that. That is our Halloween costumes. But I've got all kinds of stuff. That's myself and my daughter. These are eclipse waters that I got during the last eclipse, or that I made. These are just a lot of random things, some random herbs and stuff that are up there. A lot of dead bugs, a lot of dead things, all humanely sourced, of course. Different herbs and such. But yeah, there's some poetry books and stuff. But and then when it comes to spirits, I mentioned obviously Papa Legba, but the other spirit that I love to work with is Miss Kali. So if you don't know who Kali is a Hindu goddess who represents the opposing forces of creation as well as destruction. And she also represents time, death, and fertility. She is super cool. All right. So thank you again for joining me in making these videos of the 13 Nights of Samhain. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me show you my altar spaces. I really enjoyed showing them to you guys. This is really exciting. And again, I want to thank the Wild Witch for making the hashtag and giving us an opportunity to share these things with each other. I'm looking forward to making more videos and looking forward to seeing all of yours in the very near future. I hope you guys have a great night, as well as a blessed October and a very, very merry, blessed Samhain.